days. I've been working on a few other things for the channel, in fact. So hopefully in the next couple of days you'll see what I've been working on. So I do apologise nonetheless though. Should have put this out a while ago. But we have made a few changes. It's mostly to the mana base. But I'll leave a deck list below for you guys if you want to go check that out. Alright guys, I'll see you in games. Alright, we're in, and this is actually a reasonable hand altogether. We've got a reasonable mana hand here with some things that we can cast on turn 2 and a tutelage into turn 3 and an illumination into turn 4, so we'll keep it. Lead off with the summit. It is our tap land. It might be the tap land for quite some time as well, so we'll throw that one down. Next turn, island into take inventory and then just cantrip that one away essentially. Crypt Breaker. I think it's better to cantrip that one away than wait on the tutelage and do nothing on turn 2. But if something else pops up, nah. Fevered Visions, it's pretty cool though. I like that. We'll go with our take inventory. And we get Diabolic Tutor. Can't cast that just yet, but we'll get there. So next turn's going to be Sphinx's Tutelage, and then it might be Fevered Visions after that, actually. I'm not sure. The only thing to worry about with Fevered Visions is this is actually maybe white-black zombies, and therefore they're going to be quite aggressive, and I don't really want to fill their hand without a board wipe as protection. Okay, so he's not going to attack, he's actually going to discard a card in his hand to make a 2/2 zombie. Good to know. Well, we've got a Fatal Push for later. I'm just going to play the Sanitarium, I'm going to get the tutelage down. Quicker the better, as far as I'm concerned. And then he's going to discard. Okay. Anything in particular? Ooh, an Antuco Husk. Not what I expected this to be, actually. This might be like a mono black aggro deck with Graveblade Marauder, perhaps. Trying to get loads of creatures in the graveyard. Blue-black. Well, it's not the usual traditional zombies, although it is definitely zombie focused. That's it is a zombie actually. Yeah. I thought Nantucos were their own tribe, but apparently I'm wrong. Okay, we draw an island, which is good. If we didn't draw that island, I was probably bound to go for the take inventory. Unfortunately, we can't leave up Fatal Push and play Fevered Visions here, which sucks a little bit. Well, let's play our land. That may have been a mistake, actually. We'll go with the Fevered Visions. It might have been a mistake because we could have gone for take inventory and got a black land instead, so that the Fatal Push was useful. Instead, we're going to have to go with the Fevered Visions. We get an extra trigger. Collective Defiance. We still need to find that second red source. I think I'll cycle the Illumination to find it, because we still have a draw 2 in hand as well, so it's not too bad. Westvale Abbey to make some tokens. Into Galatas. So Galatas isn't going to see much play here. Well, much use. Because we're milling and we're not really producing creatures right now. So I'm just going to cycle this Illumination, draw an extra card, look for that red source, get another Fatal Push. Keep on milling all the lands. Down to 11. Need a board wipe as well. Trial of Knowledge. Hit a Prized Amalgam. Dark Salvations. Right, let's take inventory, draw 2 cards. And there's a Smouldering Marsh that will come into play on tap, so we can take out 2 creatures here. We've got him about halfway there. Dread Wanderer will never see play, most likely, since we've got Fevered Visions keeping his hand full. And actually I can redraw my hand with Collective Defiance, and I think I might go and do that. Taking 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not sure. Short of a land into Liliana's mastery, which we've already hit one of, I don't think we can die. No, I think we'll be fine. Let's redraw our hand. Mill for 10, essentially, minimum. And we get more removal. Do fill up with lands, though, which is not ideal. There's the other Liliana's Mastery, so that was the thing I was a little bit worried about there. And we'll have a look at his graveyard once that's done. So, that's fine. Everything seems to be fine in his graveyard as far as worrying about it coming back and what he might have in hand. Nothing seems deadly to me here. Maybe a Lord of the Accursed. Have we hit all three? One. Oh god, maybe we haven't. Ooh, we've hit two. So there's one left. And we draw an extra card. It's a Jace. Mill him some more. We hit the Diagraph Colossus. So I think we just lose to a Lord of the Accursed, actually, don't we? And unfortunately, we don't actually have any way to draw cards in our hand. We've got the Sanitarium, of course, which could maybe get us like a take inventory after that, because it's going to cost us 3 mana total. We're going to have 3 mana left once we played our land. So I'm imagining our opponent thinks that he has to win this turn. It's very likely that he might have to. Nantuko Husk. Okay. So we lose next turn. We have to win here. Might be a bit difficult. Taking 9. And then he draws an extra card. It's down to 8. We need to be able to draw 4 cards this turn. And Collective Defiance does it. Alright. Not bad. That was a bit close. We got a little lucky there. Let's redraw our hand. And mill our opponent for 6 more triggers. Not too bad. And then we could even Oath the Jace after we play our land. So we had him easily there. Let's wait for all these triggers to resolve. And pass the turn. Our opponent untaps, tries to draw, cannot, and loses. Also, we Fever Divisions them and get an extra trigger. Not bad. So you don't actually have to get 8 there either, to be fair. Or 4 triggers. We only had to get 3. But there you go. Alright, let's go on to another game. Alright, so we are in, and we've got a 3-lander. We've got all of the colours to cast everything in our hand. An Oath of Jace to find some stuff. A Kefnet as an alternative win condition if we don't find our tutelage. Yeah, let's keep this. It's not the best hand in the world, but it's not the worst either. Just really need to find that tutelage, and then we're all good to go. Our opponent running a little bit of anti-mill tech by running extra cards. Don't blame him. It's going to be harder. And we draw more lands. Well, let's get a redraw from our take inventory. It's another Magma Spray. Well, if our opponent's playing zombies, then there's a good chance that these Magma Sprays are going to be quite useful to us. Because we get to exile things. It's green-black, though, with a Carrier Thrall. That's not too bad, actually. Even a Carrier Thrall is going to get exiled with our Magma Sprays, so they won't get the Scion from it. Imprisoning the Moon. I'm just going to play down a Kefnet, though, I think. Hope to get that online quite quickly. And gets in for his 2. Kefnet can't block because we don't have 7 cards in hand. And another Thrall. So this is like green-black sacrifice then. Evolving Wilds. So we can go get... We could probably hold on to this actually, because if we need our double red, then we can crack it. We don't really have a 4 mana play right now. Other than, of course, Kefnet drawing an extra card. Which still wouldn't allow him to attack, because we have to play our land drop anyway. So we could go Evolving Wilds, and then both of Jace.
Si ya tienes tu app CMR, puedes relajarte, porque con ella todo es más simple. Bloquea tu CMR en caso de pérdida, y si la encuentras, la desbloqueas igual de fácil. Revisa todos tus movimientos y tus CMR puntos acumulados. No importa dónde estés, siempre puedes pagar el estado de tu cuenta de tu CMR y aprovechar mejor tu tiempo. Recibe notificaciones de cada una de tus compras para tener todo en orden. Configura tu tarjeta CMR para su uso en el extranjero. Y por supuesto, tendrás siempre a mano tu clave dinámica para todas tus transacciones online. Con tu app CMR Falabella, todo es más simple, rápido y seguro. Descárgala ya.